Hello, guys. I want to welcome everybody to Nightshift Uncensored, episode number 2. My name is Jaffe, along with my hosts David, Carlos, and Will. Today on the show, we have the beautiful Maci and Charlotte. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you guys enjoy our stories.
Charlotte, I think it was interesting that that you were so scared and nervous to be on the podcast.
Yeah.
Are you still?
Right now,
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you really?
It's,
Are you nervous about
It's happening. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, you were telling us a story before you were how nervous you were. So let's. I was waiting for that point to start.
The lights and the cameras, they're just bringing flashbacks to me.
PTSD.
From doing PTSD. Doing a music video.
Can you say whose video it was?
Should I?
Is it famous?
Did you sign anything?
A-list, B-list?
I mean,
If you didn't sign
Okay, don't say
anything,
who
It was a local artist, probably.
no, it was. I mean, I know the person.
Yeah?
It was my baby daddy. I mean,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay, good.
All right.
Okay.
And then you're on TMZ?
He was famous, so
Yeah.
it was a big deal because he was already in trouble, and then this music video came out with strippers and guns,
Oh, wow.
and I was the stripper, so it was pretty bad.
And you said it was on TMZ.
It was on TMZ, Shade Room, Baller Alert.
you gotta pull it
ass,
up.
no, the picture they used was my ass on top of a rim with money
What
in
was
my
the theme?
thong.
Obviously, the theme was what? What was the theme?
What was the name of the song?
It was just a
Pimps and Hoes? Like what?
listen.
I mean, you willingly need
I
to
did
do
not want to
most
promote
songs
this music video.
I mean, I have so many questions. Was it a 22 with the
What was
ribbon?
the lyrics? What was the meaning? What was the message of the song?
Oh, it's so bad. I cannot. I have to watch it on mute.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
there's no way I'm gonna.
You're going to have to share that with us.
I'll show you guys.
So what happened with that? That what made you so nervous? Did some people find out that you were a stripper? or
Yeah,
something?
so after we filmed it, everything was good because it was kind of like sealed away. We never released it. But I moved to live with him and I was 9 months pregnant and it released. And all of a sudden, everybody saw, and I was like really skinny and it was cute. I looked good. So.
That's
Good. That's all that
important.
matters.
But yeah, my
That's all that
grandma
matters.
called me and it was not.
How did your grandma see TMZ? Is she,
Or Shade
is she,
Room.
Because my aunt's a hater and she showed her. I mean, how do you ignore TMZ, Shade Room, Baller Alert? Like,
I mean,
well,
my mom doesn't see that.
I mean, how
it
old
was
is
on the internet.
how old is your aunt?
I don't know, she's old.
Oh, okay.
what is TMZ?
She's tuned in.
TMZ?
You know what TMZ is?
It's American.
It's a
They have a show. They have a website.
Is it
they-
like MTV?
what's the thing? Paparazzi video footage of
Yeah, it's
celebrities.
like gossip, celebrity
Gossip.
gossip.
It's celebrity
The
gossip.
Sun.
Like the Daily Mail or something.
Right, like the Sun,
okay,
like the Sun.
Yeah. I get it.
In England.
Okay, so like trashy kind of
Yes.
Very
cheap
trashy.
headlines
It's
where
where,
they just
it's where
try
the
and,
newspaper
like,
went to basically television. Yeah.
like who looks bad in a bikini, that kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
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 So they confronted you and you said, I'm a stripper. It's true?
I mean, I was not at the time.
Is that how they
I
found
was
out?
like living good, fucking driving a Bentley in a nice house. I didn't give a fuck then. You know?
That's awesome.
Yeah, damn. Oh my goodness.
It's okay.
I mean, it lasted for a good year, and then it was,
So then you just owned up to it and now you feel good about it? Or were you
yeah.
like a weight was lifted off your shoulders or something?
No, it was horrible. I was
Oh.
so embarrassed.
Yeah.
I was so embarrassed.
in
But
hiding?
it's like I wasn't at home. I was living in Texas.
You didn't have to
Who
deal with
cares?
it.
I'm just gonna ignore all your calls now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, people seeing you shake your ass might be a little traumatizing.
Yeah.
your-
I mean,
your
it's
family
still
members.
like out there. You can still see it on YouTube, but
Good thing about the
No one
internet,
cares
though,
anymore.
yeah.
Well,
Good
so
thing
you-
about the internet, it like
It's
comes
really
and
hot in
goes
the
so
moment.
quick, and
Yeah.
then it's probably you could still
But
find it. But
You
you'd have to
probably
go
had more than
looking.
one though, didn't you? Didn't they have like a UFC fighter, football player that was also involved?
yeah.
Yeah, that's
That was the person.
Oh, he was a rapper too.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he was
That's
a
what
rapper.
Yeah, that's
was
what
the
she's
big
talking
deal.
about. She's talking about him.
No, he was
Yeah.
already in trouble.
Oh, I thought it was somebody else.
No, it was
because of
him.
something else that happened.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they were
yeah.
like,
It all
"Oh,
connected
this
now.
guy's
Okay.
even worse now. Look at him with strippers in this music video."
Oh,
you know?
okay.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
yeah.
I'm the stripper, and oh, oops, we're having a baby.
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Oh,
But no one knew that part of it. They didn't know that.
Maci, have you had any embarrassing videos released on the internet of yourself?
Wow. Okay.
That sounds like a
Yeah,
story's
but not
coming.
on the same level. There's probably like a video of me dressed up as Hermione somewhere from when I went to like
Dressed up as what?
a Harry Potter convention. But not along.
So how
The
you're
same
a nerd? Is
levels.
that what you're saying?
Wait.
Or what?
What? I love that.
Yeah, see, it's
nerdy.
fun. Yeah, exactly.
So you go to like Comic Con.
Millions of people enjoy the nice world of Harry Potter, David.
Well, yeah. I mean, well, okay. I'm not saying that derogative. So what is the proper name for a nerd?
A smart person.
Okay.
Smart person.
Okay, the smart people that go to the Comic Con. I'm just kidding. I like that stuff. I'm a fan. I've watched all
Yeah?
the things and I've read the books. Yeah.
You got Ron Weasley.
I've never
costume.
dressed as one, but I would. I
I can
wouldn't
see
mind.
you in a ginger wig.
A what?
He's a Ron.
A ginger wig.
Ron.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, run.
No,
read the book?
no.
Yes.
He's Hermione because he's bossy and he's the one that's going to run around. No, it's Leviosa.
Yeah.
Like Joffrey's
All
going like this
characters
and
from
he
Harry
goes,
Potter.
bro, it's Leviosa.
I'm one of the ones that have never seen Harry Potter. So I have no
Get out.
idea.
So it's more like personal embarrassing things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, you should do that on
probably.
costume night.
What, dress up as Harry Potter?
Yeah, you should.
It's not. It's not the most overtly sexy outfit in the whole world.
I'm sure you could
Instead
create
of a
one,
wand,
you
a
know.
whip.
Yeah,
So obviously by now everybody knows you're from England, right? What part of England? are you
probably
from?
not. They probably
Well,
think
the
Australia.
accent.
Well, actually, he's Wales.
It's Welsh.
Wait, yeah, I don't have a Welsh accent though. I've got like a neutral accent. Like, I don't know. I feel like you've got a similar neutral American accent.
I don't. People don't say I sound like I'm from here.
Yeah.
Are you from the South?
Yeah, I'm from here. From. North
I have you in my phone as Maci the cup of tea.
The cup of tea.
You've got the Queen's English, huh?
At your birthday party, I was my name tag said tea and crumpets. I spent the whole thing with tea and crumpets taped to me. That was funny.
So you're dancing in America. You dance back home?
Yeah, I dance. I started dancing back home. It's really different now.
Tell us about that a little bit.
The UK is great. It's still got the same, like camaraderie and everything with the girls. But I think they only have them in the UK because America had them, and they're kind of like a money opportunity because the culture around money is not the same. So
How's the culture about sex? Or like,
I
like
mean,
dancers?
the culture about sex isn't bad. It's just there's
Is it open or too conservative?
A bit of both, but strip clubs aren't really normal. They're not
That's what I'm saying.
culturally
You're saying it's
normal.
not normal, so people
So
more like
strippers
whorehouses,
in general.
like brothels.
brothels.
I mean, they have those too, but they're not really.
People in England just don't fuck.
Mm.
I'm just
Would people rather go to brothels there?
I
or
mean, it is.
No, people do still come to strip clubs, but like you get a lot more bachelor pies. You
So
know.
you lived in London, right?
No, I lived north of London.
Is there like a lot of strip
Cambridge.
clubs? I
So
mean,
what's
London's
the
a huge
sexual
city.
escape for people from the UK?
Probably just like an escort. There's
Okay.
probably,
Private?
Yeah, I reckon so. I know some girls that did it, and there's a really popular app and in the UK, and I don't think it runs anywhere else in the than in the UK. I'm not sure, but she could get booked like how you would book an appointment for the doctors.
Is it illegal or illegal?
I'm not sure. I think it's legal, but there's probably some loopholes. You know how here it's kind of legal but not legal, but if there's a camera it's legal, but then if there's, little things.
Oh, yeah. I've
So
never thought
you
about
came
that.
to America. Why? Because you heard people made more money doing stripping?
Yeah, just the culture around money is a lot more giving, and it's Europe as well, so there's no tipping and things like that, and their rules are not very. It's a lot more. I don't want to say wasting time, but you know how
It's not as
occasionally. No, but I mean like in the ways that you'd make money. You know how occasionally you'll get somebody in a VIP here, and you'll know that. That they've just played games or played Twist or whatever, or done something ridiculous just to waste the time. It's more like that. Like it's a lot less dancing and a lot more kind of talking and being silly and
And
things
not-
like
not
that.
really-
Not sensual.
Because you can, in the US, it's a lot more of a personal experience, and people come in because they want to have a personal connection and talk deeply with people. But in the UK, it's like, oh, you've got them in the VIP. Okay, keep them there. How? Let's do roly polies.
Share, or
like
they don't share personal.
What is that?
Just like a forward roll, like, you know, or you do gymnastics, or you'll
Really?
yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
Wait,
just
now we have
ridiculous
to go to London.
things.
That's
Ridiculous
interesting.
things.
I think Maci, what I always wondered about you was how a Welsh girl got to where we are today in this part of the world.
That's
And
what I
so
wanted
the
to
story
know.
that I was missing out of you as a friend, because we're friends. I was wondering, when did Wales go to London to, I think, Florida?
Florida, yeah, I went to Key West first.
Wow, that's
just
a
because
market.
because so if you're a British girl and you want to dance in the US, but your passport is British, then you go to Florida because they can. Are you swearing on here?
Shit, you can say it was
Okay.
It's uncensored.
Okay, because Florida doesn't give a fuck about visas or anything like that, so
Yeah.
everyone just goes there. But I'm a dual citizen, but I didn't realize what that meant at the time. And I met another girl who I'd danced with in the UK because the stripper world is small, and she was like, "Do you want to come up the East Coast? There's a few good places."
Doing a
and
tour.
she told me about Charlotte. Yeah, so I came back
US tour.
and
But so Wales to London was what? Just
I didn't move to
Got on-
London.
you didn't?
No,
Oh, North London, Cambridge, right?
Cambridge. Yeah.
So
yeah.
that move was just got on the bus one day and said, "I'm leaving this town," or
No, it was Cambridge to Wales.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so you were born in? So you're from Cambridge then? You know? I
Yeah,
always
but
thought you were Welsh.
my mum is Welsh.
I see.
Technically.
All right.
And technically is my dad's half as well. But I just moved Wales. I've been in like my whole adult life pretty much.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I do like it here. It's definitely a lot better in the way of dancing. Like my friends still
Much more profitable, basically.
Yeah, and it's a lot better run. Like you don't have house mums in the UK, things like that. You know, they take quite a large portion of your money. The house fees are very expensive.
Like how much?
So my home club in Cardiff that I worked at, if there was an event on the weekend, the house fee would be £180. And then if it was just a
$250.
normal
It's like
Saturday,
$260.
$250.
yeah, if it was a normal Saturday, I think it was like £120
And that's not
or
even tip
something.
out and everything.
No, yeah, and then they would take. It's been so long. I'm trying to remember what the prices were. I think an hour was the guy paid 420 or something, and we got back 300. I
And
think.
you were a baby stripper when you were there.
Yeah, that's where I started. I had
Okay.
So you thought that was good money?
well, yeah, it was when I first started in Cardiff. It was really, really
A lot
good.
of people your age at the
Yeah.
time doing England, right? Like,
Right.
I don't know.
Well, I think
Lots of things.
Well, there's lots of
Anybody
things to
trans-
do.
What do they
David,
call-
in the
work at the-
country.
Yeah.
Work at the convenience store, you know.
anybody transitioning
No, because it's
from a
different. Like they
regular
have like
job.
the smaller towns. They have like in Europe, you know, they have the butcher. They have the
Oh my God.
the corner
I
of the
think
grocery
David.
store.
I think David needs to make a trip.
No, I mean I've been there. You know.
Davy's got like a little countryside
He's
town
got a
in
dog.
France.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Because you're from up
You're
north.
picturing me with like a baguette over.
No? Yeah.
Riding your bicycle.
Life in
Cycling
Europe,
to the,
as you
to
see
to the
it.
city,
afternoon
the city
tea.
center.
We didn't ask you like how you got
Worked at
started.
the pubs, you know,
What, dancing?
waitress, you know, what is
How'd
it?
you get started dancing?
My friend had done it and she had told me about it, and she said, because I'd just gotten a puppy, and she was like, if you want me to watch your puppy, you can drive down, because I lived about an hour from Cardiff, an hour and a half, so it was quite far. And she said, you should go, just audition, come back, see how it is. I was like, okay, so I did. I tried it, but I was so awful on stage. But it was a Tuesday, and only one other girl showed up, and the manager said, "You're really bad on stage, but I need two girls to actually open the club, so you can have a job if you work tonight." So I called my friend. I was like, "Can you watch the dog all night?" She's like, "Yeah, sure." And I made £100, and I did half an hour VIP, and I forgot to take anything off. And the poor guy at the end of it was like, you didn't take anything off. And I was like, oh, I forgot.
that part.
I'm really sorry.
I'm really bad at this job.
And he was like, oh, don't worry, I'm not going to ask my money back. Just good luck on your future endeavors. And I was like,
And then
Thank
you were hooked after that, or what?
Guess it was better money than I was working like in events, just doing people's accounts and
I'm
stuff.
picturing you leaving your home and you're in one of those little, what are those cars that they have?
Mini?
You know, this little Mini Cooper driving down the
Yeah.
countryside,
Oh
going
my
the hour and a half.
God,
That's just how I'm picturing her telling the story, you know?
Pretty much.
I mean, we've been to England. You know, it looks real country. You know,
Did you
I mean,
visit
it's
the
nice.
strip clubs?
We did actually. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Which ones did
Yeah,
you
we
go
went to-
to?
we were in London and we,
Twister in
No,
VIP?
we didn't. But wait a minute. So
somersaults.
we
Which one in London?
listen. So we went.
Rolly
No.
Yeah.
No, there's no sapphires in
Swim
London.
Rhino,
Oh,
bro.
maybe
Yeah, swim Rhino.
Swim and Rhino. Oh, you did.
So listen to this. So
they have those
this is the
everywhere?
tail end
Do
of our
they
trip.
still have the ticket system?
Hold on. So we get to London, but we were doing a European tour basically. We went to Real Madrid game, went to Spain, went to where else? Barcelona, Paris, and then we ended up in London. Where did we stay? What was the neighborhood? Cheswick. Cheswick. Cheswick.
Yeah, it's a blur.
So by that time it's expensive to do all this Europe, and the euro was so high, and by that time we were eating sandwiches. That was it. I didn't want to spend any more money, but we were like, well, let's go out one night. We were tired. It's 12, 13 days, 15 days in Europe, and we went to Spearmint Rhino, and we had hats, so they made us check the hats. So for some money, can't remember how many pounds. I think it was like £2. And then we went to get to the bar, but if you wanted to sit at the table, you had to pay an X amount or get a bottle, right? Something like that. Any table on the floor.
I remember that I got some Johnny Walker and it was expensive.
Oh yeah, so we took it to
$48 or
Yeah.
something.
it was almost 50. It was really expensive. And then the way the girls made money is they sat and drank with you. In Europe, it's like that. So they sit and drink with you, and you have to pay.
They charge.
So we're looking at so now we're doing math in our head.
Yeah.
We're
So
like,
we're already broke.
She's
Right?
this was like 10 years ago.
3 songs of.
So you're like, so that and they're chugging them, so they can get paid.
Yeah.
And so we started doing some math. We're like, nah, bro, we're not gonna sit down there. Because the girls are starting to come around, and we were tired, and we're just like, we just knew we didn't have the money.
guys.
No, we just didn't have any more money. Well, we didn't want to waste anyone's time. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So we were just okay, let's go. We got the gist of the
Do
experience.
they do?
We didn't do dances or anything.
We didn't do any
Do
dance.
they take their bottoms? Is it full nude?
Yeah, it's
no,
full
is
nude.
it
It's full
in
nude.
London? Okay.
I didn't get that far.
It's
Right, no,
full nude.
I'm telling you, like you had to pay like a lot of money just to be able to
So
sit.
every
Yeah, yeah.
little
Yeah.
thing.
We spent $300 in a
Yeah.
matter of
15, yeah.
40 minutes.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, we
Yeah.
don't want to spend any more money, so let's just go. But we got the gist of it, how it worked. The women were beautiful. They were all from different countries. They were all wearing gowns. It just looked very professional.
Very classy.
Very
It's,
classy.
Nice.
so when did you guys go? Did you say 10 years
This is
ago?
like 2013.
13.
So they probably still had this in effect because they got rid of it, but it was definitely there when I was there briefly. And my friend worked there. So, like in a dry cleaner, when you take a ticket number, for the first however many customers that comes through the door, that's how they decide who you sit with. So you guys would have
What?
been customer
It's like a
customer
lottery.
number 6 or 7. Say the
I
girl
remember
when
that it
you're
was, like,
ready,
very
you come
organized
down
like
on
that.
the floor, you take your number, and then you customer number 7 until it gets to say like 30 customers. Then it's a free for all. But yeah.
So
and
you
then-
got your first crack at that guy, but what if the guy doesn't like you?
Then you leave, and then I think you keep taking a ticket until like it's been that 30 customers. So
Have you guys worked at all nude bars before?
Never. I've
Yeah.
visited.
I've never been in one. I've always thought that was kind of
the
weird.
UK is full nude.
Yeah,
But
everywhere.
it's just but it's just weird rules. So it's like zero contact at all.
Yeah, more strict.
Zero contact, like you're away from them, and also like you have to stand like side on, and you can't bend over and stuff like that.
So where have you worked? What states that
I
are full
didn't
nude?
work.
Oh,
But
okay.
I've been to like
Oh, okay.
Tootsie's in Miami. I mean,
I
they're
heard
all
some
nude
crazy
and they do it all.
Yeah,
so.
they do it all. How old were you when you started dancing?
19.
Were you working someplace else, or what made you?
Yeah, I was like a new mom. I was a young mom. And I answered a Craigslist ad wanting a shop girl
Really?
at another club.
Okay.
And as soon as I showed up on the first day, they were like all taking bets of how long it would take for me to be a stripper.
How long did it take?
Who lost?
What's not long?
Not long. I mean, probably like maybe 2-3 weeks, and I was already.
That's about right.
But I mean, it was like the last episode, a 2-star strip club, and every customer I had, they were like, "You don't belong here." They ended up firing me. They were like, "You think you're too good for this place, so you need to go." And I was like out on the curb, and I was like, "I gotta make this happen. Like, I gotta do something." So I went to our club the next day, and you guys hired me. Okay. Me and my friend that was there at that 2-star club. You hired us, and you said we could work day shift and try it out because we were still new at it. Yeah. And
usually we, if you don't have any experience, we put you on days that are not as busy, so you're confident.
Let's see what you can do. And I think I pulled a guy VIP like within the first hour. I made $800 that day and left.
It's my first day.
This is my
I know we've had a good run.
Guys love that. Guys love the first day chicks.
Oh yeah,
or just it's because they're the same as the I've never done this before.
Right.
Chicks.
But can you play that more than just that first day? Have you used it?
Yeah.
Have you used it recently?
I think I used that the first 5 years.
Okay.
Charlotte's like one of my secret weapons at work.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think I started when I was 19. I'll be 30 next month. So I've been there a while.
You've worked for a while.
Yeah.
So is your grandma cool with it now?
She's watching over me. So yeah.
She's
cool with it now. Yeah.
My grandma's cool with it.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I don't know that I've ever had the conversation, but they all know.
Yeah. I think with my parents, I never had the conversation, but they just know. I actually had a family member come in and see me in there.
God.
It was actually my stepbrother's dad. So not a direct.
Blood.
But
So
he was
pretty weird.
Yeah,
Even
come over, sit on my lap, let's talk.
Oh yeah, that's pretty weird.
5 minutes after he leaves,
Gross.
I've got all these missed calls, and I'm like, yeah,
Oh wow.
cat's out the bag.
So how do you guys deal with
He wanted a lap dance before he told you.
No. That's
So sit on my
too
lap.
weird.
Lap daddy.
No, it was a little sit on my lap, kind of weird shit, but it was
so
okay.
how do you guys deal with that's the family part. How do you guys deal with dating and all that good stuff?
She said, "Oh."
It depends how you do it. I've never had a problem. You just have to it depends on the kind of person you are and the kind of place that you're looking. I think if you have a specific type before you start dancing, it's a type that maybe can go bad if you I don't know. I don't want to give examples, but if you just need someone who's secure.
Understand them?
Yeah, you need to, so long as you treat it like a job and so long as you're not getting wasted every night partying and,
Getting caught up in the lifestyle.
Yeah, and treating it like not a job. As long as you treat it like a job, it's easy for someone who's secure in their masculinity to be okay with it.
But what do we?
Have you ever not treated it as a job when you've been single? You know
No,
what I'm saying? Have you dated somebody
avoid the
you've
cute
danced for
guys.
before?
I'm like, no.
You avoid the cute guys too?
Charlotte, you were gonna say something. What were you gonna say to piggyback off of that?
I mean, what do we think about finding love in the club? Whether it's our job or we're visiting.
I mean, I'm sure it can happen.
I've seen it before, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it a bunch. I would think it's a numbers game. You guys sit on 1,000 laps.
I'm in love
A couple
with
of
the
those guys are going to be
stripper.
somebody.
That's a real song.
Also, it's not about the sitting on the laps.
That's a real
but
thing.
you spend a lot of time there. I think a lot of people meet partners in their workplace. no
There's
matter
been
what
plenty
the
of people that have been bought
workplace.
off permanently.
Yeah, that's a good way to
I think there's an endearing characteristic of a stripper,
Yeah.
because she takes care of the man, so men fall in love with that, I think.
Also, we make great girlfriends because we have unlimited holiday time. We
Right.
can spend time with somebody. There's no,
You can actually pay
juggling
for the
work
vacation.
Schedules. Yeah, that you have your own money. There's no juggling work schedules.
Yeah, you got your own money. Sometimes
Yeah.
you maintain the man, but it's okay.
but we're good at talking to people where, I think can be good with people.
yeah, in general, right?
Yeah.
And I think,
I think
you can
men
be your
like
your
that stuff.
true self there. And
Yeah.
a lot of
Okay,
customers come in and they're their true self there. Even
So no
the
no
person
bullshit
they
in
hide
the
from their
relationship.
wives and your real true self there.
Do you guys have set schedules, or do you just come in when you feel like working, when you wake up, or do you guys have set days? It's Tuesday through Friday, I'm coming in there.
I have set days that I'll try and definitely work, but then I will do I'll do it based on targets of the week. So if I hit a target, I can have a certain day off maybe, or if I don't, then I've got to work an extra day, you know.
So when you go into the clubs that you work at, you go with a financial mindset, as well as a schedule.
Yeah.
You treat it like a true business.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So you let's say you stay longer if you haven't met your goals, like you stick to that money.
I try to. Yeah, I think money's just, I don't know, it's just unpredictable. Isn't
You're
it?
very A-type, right?
What does that mean?
Like,
Yeah, I think so.
like you probably have bullet points and stuff. Like what you're gonna do that day and stuff.
No, I'm the type, I want to be like that.
Yeah.
I do it with the best intentions, and I write down the list.
Are you a
and
penny pincher? Like you don't spend your money in stupid shit?
Again, both. I do spend it on stupid shit, but then I also won't spend it on stuff that I definitely should spend it on. And
What's the dumbest shit you're buying these days
Harry Potter
that
stuff.
you have money on? You're like, oh, I'll blow my money on that.
would not be dumb. Thank you very much.
We profit
That
off
would be
of
a
that. What do
great
you mean?
investment, I think you'll find.
Well, you're doing
especially if it's
jujitsu
an
now, right?
original
Aren't you?
packaging. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess
That's
that's
a
a
good
good
investment.
investment.
Yeah.
It's a healthy investment, I
You
guess.
didn't watch the fight last night?
No, I didn't. I
Oh,
was
man.
at home asleep.
That was great,
Got
man.
that to look forward to
you
tonight.
go.
Yeah, I started it. It's been a great investment. It's actually helped. My therapist said it's good for counterbalancing the guys that I meet at the club, because a lot of people are lovely. Like a lot of the customers are lovely, but I just like Saturdays, you know, with younger crowds and that kind of thing. And I was getting a little bit jaded, but jiu-jitsu's really nice. It's a lot of younger guys that have a really nice mindset and are very humble and stuff. So it's healthy.
You said you're doing like 2 classes a day.
On some days.
It's
Wow.
very
Every day.
therapeutic.
Yeah, it's
Very
really
therapeutic.
therapeutic. Like just walk into a room, music blasting, and try and choke someone out to the best of your ability. But like,
That's the
but
good
like,
part,
how
right?
often-
Right there.
How often have you walked into a room and just been like, and like want to?
I mean, sometimes we
know?
do that at
Yeah.
the club
many
too.
times.
though.
Yeah,
You're choking people out the
You have a
club?
lot of aggression. built
Listen,
up?
there's very
more than I thought.
vast fetishes and
So, well, did you choke someone out?
no, but kicking in the nuts is like
Man, this
Oh,
is
the
like
kicking
a
in
thing,
the
bro.
Apparently, right?
We should just call this the Nutcracker
Yeah.
podcast.
it's a good
Nutcracker episode 2.
Sub series.
That makes me nervous though. That makes because
No,
like
at first it did.
Just wonder how I
haven't you
feel.
seen? I've seen guys like I've seen some of you guys. You know, it's like a little flick, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you can't touch my
Some
nuts.
guys love it.
It's like
They're
a
like with your shoes.
a reflection
on.
immediately.
Yeah, harder.
Are you taking like your anger out at this point whenever you're doing this? now? Like how
you
do
know
you
the balls can take a kick.
Yeah, yeah.
That's good.
Can they
At
though?
first
Because
it was like
the skin's fragile. No, is it not?
Listen, my
Penis
balls can't even take a
pressure
flick.
I have no
Like that.
idea.
I don't
I'm
know
not
how
trying
that
out either.
Nah, that is not a fetish I'm interested in, for sure.
Oh,
it's a nice outlet though.
Are
And
you
you- what does it make you feel when you kick someone in the nuts?
Powerful.
Rich.
You're like, fuck you.
Definitely Powerful. And they're paying me?
Yeah. Wow.
I guess so, right?
Like,
Yeah,
take
yeah,
that.
like-
Yes.
That's crazy, man.
Like,
So I take it this nut kicking isn't happening at the club.
where else would it be
say.
happening?
Of course, where else would it be happening?
So where's
I've actually never seen
Is there
it, to
a
be
corner,
Yeah, like it's-
nut kicking corner or something?
Is there like a trailer?
I go there on Friday nights. No, dude. No, it
I'm
happens
sure
at the
there's
club.
worse
I saw,
things,
but
I
the
mean-
crazy thing is that
Or no,
okay, she did it. But the mindset of the dude going in there saying, "I'm going to the club to get kicked
I
in the
would
nuts,
never
and it's going
do
to
it
cost me
without
5
being
G's."
Yeah.
I want to talk to that guy. I want him to be my guest next
I
time.
have,
you know
I
what
have some
mean?
Hey.
investments.
Whatever floats your boat.
I wonder if they would have
Fuck
like
that.
a minute.
The next day you're like, "Oh, what a great night! My nuts are fucking
No,
on fire."
he said
My
this
nuts are
is-
purple.
I'm the only person he's ever done that with.
Right.
You know, he does going to other states and other cities and going to other titty clubs, and he's got the only one that's ever done that.
Didn't you tell me?
That's my Albert.
I thought you said.
knows.
I thought you said that like you accidentally hit his balls, and he was like, "Oh my god, how did you know that was my
10
kink?"
I think Joffe brought me up there one day. And
Wait, can you just tell the story? I don't think because we kind of just dove into the.
I
Right.
was
Yeah.
actually
Well,
with
the whole-
another girl.
Yeah,
and
the whole way it came about with me and her is she was like, "You won't believe it." She's like, "I barely hit this guy's balls," and he was
Yeah,
like,
by
"Oh
accident,
my
I
god,
need him."
How did you know my kink?" And and then she just played into it.
Yeah, I did. I just rolled with it. And I was so uncomfortable, but I was like, I mean, I got it.
And you could have a lineup of dudes, and if you said pick out of 10 dudes, pick out 9 of them that are getting their balls kicked, you're not picking this dude out.
I know.
And he was getting
He's
them
probably
crushed.
gonna see this though. I love him.
We don't know who he is.
He's probably gonna see this.
He's
I don't know who
great.
it is.
He's an
He's
awesome person.
He is
I love-
definitely an awesome person.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
So each to their own.
Who cares? Like,
No.
I love it.
I mean, Angelina last time said that she would crush. She had sessions with a dude where she would literally step on it so hard his balls crushed. Like she said, like a
See,
peanut. She said it was like a peanut M&M.
How
So
can you come back from that?
I
'Cause
don't
you
know.
can rupture stuff.
It
You
was
do,
rough.
and they
So-
go and repair it, and apparently they swell.
So Charlotte,
You know,
since
it's a routine.
you seem to have know
Surgery,
this
dude.
customer for a minute.
Yeah.
How, did they ever explain how they got to that point, or how they
mean,
established this
as-
as a fetish?
As far as he's said,
Yeah.
I'm the first
parents?
girl, and it was literally that knee bump that I accidentally. I think I was like stepping over someone,
Just
and I kind
grazed him.
of just grazed him with my
He's
knee.
like, ooh.
So he discovered
And
it when
he
you
was
discovered
like,
it.
Oh my god, the woman of my dreams now, and like he'll take me VIP just for that.
You
now.
understood, and he understood, and it was
Yeah,
like,
I was like,
you
yeah,
love that. I'm gonna do it. Let's go.
I don't know, but I really so that's when he discovered he had that fetish.
Yeah, I guess, or maybe he always knew. It's just no one kind
Yeah.
of like.
Accidentally bumped into his
Right.
balls.
No one touched that.
You've never
Yeah.
talked about it.
Period.
Like,
Okay.
just like pain, I guess. I guess people do like
I
I don't know
talked
where
to
it
him
comes
about
from.
it, and he's
Does
like,
he know
I
where it
don't.
comes from?
The first night he was like, I don't know what got into me. Like I was, you know, I had too many drinks, and I don't know what that was. But he kept coming back in and wanting more. So it's obvious. It's like that's what you like. It's okay.
But I think that most of these people that have these fetishes do it in private, like in places
It
like
is
this, and they don't
private, though,
this,
I'm in
like
love.
the no, yeah,
Yeah.
But then they don't have the fetish at home if they have a wife or a girlfriend, right?
Which I
Is
don't
that what they
know
say?
why. They probably could. I don't think he has I don't think he has.
Or
that
have you
situation.
encountered that? Like they got their, you know, customers that maybe have been married over a
Maybe they
relationship,
think
but
it's gonna run girls off, like when they're dating and stuff. I mean, it probably would be.
It
Weird.
has to be like a once an occasion. I can't see
Yeah.
you getting your balls kicked every night and that being
Yeah.
healthy.
But the next day he would check in and be like, "Yeah, I'm good."
Yeah, I'm just walking. Just walking like a penguin.
What's the craziest fetish? That one that you had to fulfill?
No.
No.
Crazy ones. Okay.
Which one? Tell us.
And the way she said that.
The way she said it, I'm kind of
Please.
Uncensored,
Please.
Charlotte. Uncensored.
Time is limited. Let's go.
The awesome fetishes are like foot fetishes because they'll just rub your feet.
We don't want the awesome
yeah,
one.
yeah.
We want the crazy
the
one.
fucking okay.
And are they really good with their fingers on the?
Yeah, I mean,
On the
I'm like,
toes?
don't put my toe in your mouth. That's
Oh,
so
they want to do that. Ooh, I bet
they want
they're probably
to.
like, oh, I want to
And
suck
I'm
these
like-
toes so bad.
Everyone's gonna judge me. Don't do that.
Yeah, they do. They judge.
The weird ones. I had a guy that this was like my first few years, but he really wanted to buy.
You can say it's fine. It's uncensored.
Like a used tampon.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
And I don't know what he was. I don't know.
Like, what's the
Come
cost?
on, you know.
I mean, yeah, we all know. He could have been sucking on them. I don't know. Yeah.
Fucking
so
smell
you-
the
you
hell
got
out
him
of it.
So
used
what's the
tampon, and then what do you do?
what's the used tampon go for? What's the price
What's
for?
the price?
Yeah. What's the price?
No,
of
listen,
one
you
of
know,
those these
there's a
days?
lot of weird shit on the internet. Women are selling their farts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Women are selling their used penny, like, you know,
I mean,
their
farts you
socks.
can't even hold.
I think
Like,
when you
just
say
use
women are
tampon.
selling their farts, women are selling jars of air that they're telling guys.
I mean,
about.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
Guys think they're
women
buying
don't fart.
farts.
That's the
No,
thing.
we don't. We just,
Yeah,
it's very
I
somebody
hope
else's
that when you you smell it, you open it up, you're like, ooh, and you get that spice
It's that
in the
fake.
nose,
It's that fake.
and you're like, oh, I cannot wait to buy another jar.
David, that needs to be a
Yeah.
T-shirt. You need to buy that. You need to make a T-shirt.
Seasons.
Women
But
don't
blood
fart.
is like DNA.
And then
That's so
Icon's a
Bad
joke.
idea.
I don't know. I'm just
Some
telling you.
guy
That's
out
good.
there has bags of.
Did he
Tampons.
tell you
Yeah.
what he was doing with that?
No.
Did you
I
ask?
don't. In my mind, I think he's like sucking on it.
Well, it's going to be
It-
one of two things.
couldn't
It's
be,
going to
like,
be
fresh.
smelling or
It had to
tasting.
be like
Both.
a dried,
Yeah.
used tampon.
Yeah.
Did he? Okay,
in
did
a
you
bag.
don't have to tell us the exact price, but was it like over like 3 G's, over 5?
How much did he pay for that tampon?
100.
Not
10,
enough.
10 racks.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough.
I was still new to the game, so
Yeah.
it's like 150 per.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he's got your
But-
DNA
Wait,
now.
wait.
Stack up
He
on
can
it.
frame you for
per?
a murder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, exactly.
It seems to be
It was more than once.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
once a
It
month.
was once a month.
You're,
I was like, this is my new
you already
income.
know, like that.
At least 5 tampons per day. So it's like 150 a pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
You
can't
gotta-
be
You gotta
like-
set them up on a subscription.
She was
like
getting
auto
paid.
ship.
Yeah.
She was getting paid.
But then you can only
The guy's
have one
long gone.
subscriber, though,
Yeah.
if they're going full subscription.
I-
How many? Oh, no, never mind. That's too much. Anyway, like,
Depends on the person, David.
Oh, but men will buy our used nasty
Anything.
stripper shoes or panties.
Oh, yeah, the
They'll
shoes.
buy
The
them.
dirtier, the better.
Yeah, guys are crazy. I
That's
used,
shoes,
water.
the dirtier the
Yeah,
better.
Carson.
Yes.
Carson cleared out. You know, all there's
Oh,
like
yeah, yeah.
always in every club. There's that section of just dead shoes in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
changing rooms, and they're all gross, missing a strap.
Yeah,
and
that's so smart.
she sold all of those like just all broken on eBay.
And
Just
they
the
just
the
sniff
smellier
them.
the better.
Well, trust me, I've been into some
Yeah, you
places
remember.
and they've taken their shoes off, and I can smell their nasty feet because they've been sweating on those boots or their shoes for a long
they're
time. And I'm like, why
Yeah.
do you have?
Yeah.
And the guy is just so happy. He's like,
yeah.
he's fucking taking it all in. Dude. I'm like, dude, you not smell that shit?
Do you
You're paying
see
$500
sometimes
for
when we're in
this?
the VIP and we put the shoes just outside the door? That's why.
Yeah. No,
don't
some
know.
guy likes. Some guys like
Dirty
used
feet.
socks, and they just
yeah.
like sniff.
Wow.
I used to run a webcam studio, and the girls, well, this one girl, she would have a box of panties. So all you see is her face on camera, right? So she would tell the guys like $100, $200, oh, you want my panties? And she would pretend to take them off, but she's really just reaching down there and
Right,
grabbing it out of a box of 1,000 and
my
like, oh, here,
God.
So
puts it in the
clever.
package, writes his name on it, bam, sends it off for a couple
Oh,
$100.
that's smart.
wow.
Yeah.
But there's
so
no,
clever.
there's no nothing on it. It's just.
I mean, a
brand
guy
new
just wants
panties.
panties, just like farting in a jar. It's
Yeah.
probably just air.
I did know somebody that they sold their pants, but they would go to like a equivalent like Target and get like a packet of 6 just plain thongs, but wear 3 at a time, and then just every time she went to the bathroom, she'd switch around the order of them. So they all got worn, kind of thing, but she could do 3 in one day.
What about you, Mace? What's one of your
They have to
craziest
look worn,
stories?
probably.
My crazy stories of.
Macy's got crazy stories, and she's not letting the cat out of the bag. She needs more
know,
tequila.
You gotta give me something specific.
Well, you,
Maybe I just have so.
All right, here's one. Do the guys that want to put you in a chokehold at your jiu-jitsu class, do they know what you do for work? Because I would think when
think
you walk in
so.
there, they're all lined up, ready for you to choke them
They're
out.
all like, they're like, please.
Please choke me.
Well,
No,
because-
every time there's a lot of hot girls that practice. jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
I
and
mean, girls
because
in general.
Brian was the one who took me there, and they know.
Is there a
where
lot
he
of hot
works,
girls at your
so-
gym?
At the jiu-jitsu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hot girls there?
But there's enough. I wouldn't say a lot. There is mostly guys, but there's the girls that do go. Yeah.
They're fit,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, they're
She
fit.
hasn't gotten into the story part.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
right.
What was the story? What was the question? I'm so sorry.
Give us a crazy story that you've had while you've been in Charlotte.
Any fetishes? You
Charlotte.
seem like a really nice. You don't do anything crazy.
I know. She walked up in
Just
here and I'm
remind
like,
me.
like,
Weekend.
I'm like,
Hi.
is she like
She
the
just charms you with that
secretary,
British
or-
accent, and that's it.
Yeah, those are the
They're just like,
crazy
oh,
ones.
you're from Britain. I love you.
Since in Charlotte, I don't know. Most of the funny stories are from the UK.
Well, go ahead. That's fine.
Most of the funny stories involve a girl who I'm going to forward this episode to, called Jess, and
Shout out to Jess.
Yeah,
Jess.
Jess is still crazy, and our VIP rooms were kind of sectioned by kind of see-through curtains that had a gap in it, so you can just walk through. And this one time, I was in my booth with a customer, and we were just sitting and talking, and then I just see her butt naked, roly-poly through the curtain, sit up, and go, "Oh fuck, I'm in the wrong room. I'm so sorry." And then turns around and goes back in to the other room, and the customer, she was totally oblivious to my customer, and I don't even think she knows this. My customer knew one of her family members and knew who it was, and was like, "Oh, I've because she roly forward roll, butt naked."
That's real. They're
So-
really like tumbling in the
Yeah. Oh, you do. Yeah.
Random.
You guys playing? What were you guys playing? Twister?
You do everything. Yeah, I've played Twister before. Yeah,
Wow.
you do everything.
I mean, Twister
All
would
the
be
time.
my
Twister,
normal-
Yeah,
then gymnastics.
Twister here in Charlotte. Yeah. My craziest was my favorite customers though, and it was my therapy couple, and it was a married couple, but they were super. She was super uptight and didn't want anyone to see them in a therapist office. So they would come in and they would walk straight into the VIP.
Oh, so you
and
were
they-
the therapist?
Yeah, and they'd be sitting there. Meanwhile, you could see the other.
Were you
VIP
naked while you were doing
booths.
this sessions?
I was just in my underwear.
Okay.
When you could see everyone else dancing and everything, and meanwhile it would just be her going, "Well, he leaves the toilet seat up and he never listens to me," and I'd just be like, "Okay, like Mark, do you want to respond to?" Like she feels like you're not listening to the small things, you know.
So you recommend strip clubs for couples therapy? That's a great idea.
I mean,
Yeah. Well, it's
it's not
same
far
price.
off. Yeah.
Unlicensed therapist. Yeah.
Literally.
Wow. Have you had other clients that you're doing therapy for?
I imagine you guys do a lot.
Yeah,
of
a lot of
Yeah.
therapy.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
feel like
What is the
Most
common
of what we
challenge
do is
for
therapy.
those people that are looking for therapy? Is it
Like probably just dry spell with bad patch with the wife, I guess.
Oh, really?
Or something.
so they're seeking
Just had-
relationship advice?
Just had kids. Yeah, I've had a lot of people ask about they have teenage daughters and they're not sure what to do in a lot of respects. I'm not sure why they think we're absolute experts on
qualified.
anything to do with that, but
Shots.
Yeah, exactly.
Shots. Ring that.
You could start a recruitment
We're
company.
gonna do another hour. Keep talking,
I know
Sarah.
exactly how to
Nobody
fix this,
cares.
Harold. Ace of spades will fix
a lot of
this.
guys will confess things to us.
Oh,
though.
yeah.
Oh, secrets.
Yeah.
Does anybody confess to murder?
I was about to ask that.
Right.
Me and my friend had a guy the other week that had something. Something was really bothering him, and he
Tell
took
us
us
more.
VIP, and he was telling us how it's affecting his life right now. He would not tell us what it was, but it had to be something.
You guys
bad.
didn't pry?
I wonder
We
if
did.
this-
We pried, and he would not crack. It had to be something so bad that he couldn't even tell us that.
I hope this didn't involve that U-Haul van with the.
Right.
It's something bad.
Jaffe, you want to tell the story?
Just tell them the U-Haul man.
I'll tell this one, and then we'll end this episode.
It's
So the other night, the club's closed. Carlos is upstairs. Valet's like, Jaffe, there's a U-Haul in the back. And our valet's kind of like, he's like, there's a U-Haul in the back. The doors are unlocked. There's a pistol with a silencer and a bottle of booze. I'm like, what?
What?
So I go in the back with security, and the security that night, is the little guy. So I'm just like, I'm more security than this dude. So he's behind me, and I'm walking up there. Well, the door's unlocked. There's a pistol. It looked like one of those, the one that me and you shot.
Desert Eagle. Yeah.
A Desert Eagle with
God,
the
this is
silencer. I don't know
serious.
much about guns,
Jesus
but it's a
Christ.
fucking.
Yeah.
Wait, the doors are open.
The door was unlocked.
Unlocked.
It was
Unlocked,
unlocked.
okay.
And it's straight up Terminator gun on the floor, bottle of liquor. So I'm like, I'm calling the cops. It's like 4:30 in the
I
morning.
was like, don't touch anything. Because he's like, should I lock the door? I'm like, I don't want my fingerprints anywhere.
Yeah, so
Call
I
the cops.
called.
We got to go.
Already opened it.
So I didn't open it up.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so we were just looking in with the flashlight. So I call the cops. I tell them, and they're like, "Are you going to be there?" I'm like, "I'm leaving." It's 4:30 in the morning. So we leave. One of the girls I had to deal with, and her tab didn't go through. So on my way home, she was calling I had texted her because I was like, the customer called me, and she had called me. So when she called me, I'm like, yeah, I just got done dealing with the cops. She's like, about what? I'm like, this U-Haul with a gun in it. She's like, oh my God. She's like, it was the bachelor party. She's like, they were in super early. It was these country dudes that said that they picked up their buddy on the side of the street playing a joke. They got out of the van. They had fucking ski masks. They had rope. They fucking duct tied their buddy.
That
They
is
put
not a joke.
They put him in the back of the U-Haul and they drove him to the club and then they took him out. I'm like, oh.
That was a joke.
I was like, so all I know
But it
is
left
that
the
the cops are
And it was
getting-
the real gun.
So all I know is that the cops are getting ready to come to this U-Haul that I just called them on, and they're going to open up the door, and they're going to see a Terminator gun with a silencer, a bottle of booze, ski masks, and fucking rope. You're like, what the fuck is really going on?
It's not John Wick.
Yeah.
So whoever rented that U-Haul has a lot of explaining to do.
God, he's behind bars.
So, all right, guys. So, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you, Maci.
That went so quickly.
That was amazing.
Yeah, these go very, very
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah,
So-
they really do.
I want to thank
that was
everybody for
47.
tuning in to
Really?
Night Shift Uncensored Episode 2.
So would you ladies like to plug in your socials or whatever you got going on?
Social media.
Social media?
You want people to follow you on?
I'll repost it. I won't.
TMZ.
TMZ Shade Room.
I have a podcast coming out this week called Wise Up Puff, and it's just a nerdy history podcast.
Oh, are you going to dress like Harry Potter on it?
I'm not going to dress like Harry Potter because it's not going to be a video podcast unless I have someone on. Although I am having someone on from the Freemasons, and he's going to wear all the stuff, and he does look a little bit Harry Potter.
You should do the video too. It's easy with your phone.
Yeah.
That's it. And a ring, and that's it.
I'm technologically
I might know somebody.
challenged.
Is he a York or Scottish?
YouTube.
You got
York-
Kevin and myself. We
Yes,
got-
that's I might know somebody.
Macy.
Yeah, because you're beautiful. You want to sell that with the look, with the history. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he York or Scottish?
Is what?
The Mason that you're having on.
It's from North Carolina.
Is he
Scottish Mason.
Scottish
so
Mason?
I think.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I think. I don't want to say that wrong.
Yeah.
They might have me.
No, it's not a big deal.
They might have you whacked.
No.
Who knows?
It's not
You
that
gotta let
serious.
us know about
It's
the
not that
Masons
serious.
next time when you're in the,
I will.
on the podcast. Yeah. Have
And
no
if I'm
idea.
not here, then you'll know why.
Mason House? Yeah, they don't have
Okay.
windows. They don't have
All right,
windows.
you guys,
What are you doing in there?
we are gonna close
Simple
out.
shit.
Jaffe, can you close us out again?
I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Night Shift Uncensored Episode 2. Thank you to my hosts, David, Carlos, and Will. Thank you, ladies, Charlotte and Maci. We hope you guys tune in to the upcoming episodes. Have a great day.